Toast your opponent with the best level sale concept in the game. Coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually gives you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, if you're new to my channel, you're looking for tips to take your game to the next level, offensive, defensive tips, and just general gameplay tips, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, also that notification icon. And I strongly recommend you subscribe, especially because if you want to see these in live games against live opponents, hit the subscribe button because I post games. You can usually post about 10 games that you can see me running these schemes. Alright, so guys, I want to take a look at the gun bunch tight end. This is going to be the second play that we're going to take a look at, and this is the play. This is the play that brought me to this formation. That I didn't really want to run it, but this is one of your hot audibles. It's basically your slant audible, and it's got one of the best plays in the game. Inside switch. Inside switch basically is a levels concept, at least how I like to run it, and it's got a unique route of the backside, which is the red, a deep, like a kind of a skinny post slant route that gets really good separation at a very high level. So you can get a good 20 yards, and you're going to force your opponent to go to Mabel coverage on the right-hand side to defend this. Now, if you use the base play, which is going to be the X spot, you're going to basically shred your opponent either side of the field. It doesn't make a difference. He can't stop these two plays. It's just going to be so difficult, and he's going to have to guess which side you're going to go ahead and attack. So let's go ahead and run this. We're going to run this against man coverage and go from there. So against random mans here, and the only adjustment I like to do is I like to take Baldwin, and the reason why I want to do this, I want to go ahead and take Baldwin and put him in a drag route, and that's going to give me a fast man read over the middle. Now our first progression is going to be the running back, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at that drag route with man coverage is going to be our next area. Now basically against man coverage, the following routes are all going to get free. You're going to have Lacey should get free against man coverage, Graham should get free, Baldwin, and then you've got Richardson on the backside. So the running back route, you've got the tight end route that you can go ahead and attack. So the ball just a little bit past him. The defensive player did a really good job covering that up. But it's one of those routes. These routes all are going to beat man coverage. So your opponent uses any kind of zero blitzes against you with man coverage on the backside, you're going to get easy completions because there's just no way he can cover that. So you can see right here, I'm picking up a good 10 yards on a simple little drag route, and there's no way he can stop it. On the backside, you got Richardson's route. You can hit that too, but the problem with that route is that it is going to be at a little bit higher depth, and there could be a robber in the area that actually could take that route out. So I wouldn't look to those routes if you got a guys doing a lot of heavy blitzing. You want to go ahead and look to the flat, the drag. The drag is going to be a little bit more of a consistent read. So let's go run against cover 2 and see how this play destroys cover 2. Alright, so against cover 2, basically we're going to be looking at these three areas. Now, we're going to be looking at Lacey, Graham, and then Baldwin. The routes here with Richardson and Lockett against cover 2. So if you take a look at the safeties are about 13 yards off. That's generally going to be a cover 2 read. These routes, Lockett and Richardson, basically are not going to be routes I'm going to go to because they're going to get covered up by coverage. So just stay to these guys, and this is going to essentially open things up for you. So once again, if we got a defender that plays it flat, the corner route should be wide open, and you could pick up a good 20 yards, 15 yards like that. Defender plays up, you can either go high-low, you can go with the back drag that you can hit, or you can go with the running back flat, which I recommend making sure you check down to that right away. That's going to be an area where you want to force your opponent to do that. So you know, if you want to force him to go ahead and defend that flat. Force him to go ahead and try to go put some kind of a Mabel coverage out there if possible, because it's going to open up this entire offense. So let's go ahead and take a look at random cover 3s. Alright, so against random cover 3s, once again, look for the flat, and then you got the crosser. This drag route against cover 3 should open up, and it's going to give you a very fast release more than anything else. So if nobody goes into the flat, you basically going to go ahead and just make your progressions up. You're going to go up to the tight end, which is Graham, and then you're going to come back down again to Baldwin. He's going to be coming out, and he's going to be your safety valve for any type of coverage. So flat is going to be very important, so you get your opponent to use that Mabel coverage against you, so you can go ahead and open up the backside stuff. Also, too, you've got this route, which if your opponent's using a lot of cover 3, there's going to be holes in the middle of the field against them, so you can actually hit that deep post route, and you can see I'm picking up a good 20 yards right there. So that's another thing that you can attack your opponent with. It could be a type of situation where you might have a 3rd and long. He's using cover 3, and then you just go ahead and just tack him right over the middle. He's going to be so concentrated off to the flat routes to try to defend that. That's going to give you an opportunity to do that. So this is where Richardson's route comes into play, and you can possession catch it, you can rack it, but you can see the defenders actually come down and they'll take up the other concepts. So let's go ahead and run this against basically cover 4. This cover 4, basically the same thing. All we're really going to be doing is just looking for the flat and just forcing our opponent to use hard flats against us. That's the key to attacking cover 4. So if you get an opponent that likes to run a lot of cover 4, just go ahead and just rifle the flats. I'm picking up 10 yards right there if he's not making any kind of hybrid, if he's not making any kind of coverage adjustments. And if he does do a hard coverage, you've got the corner out on the backside that you can attack. Now, with cover 4, the deep post route might be open, but you got to throw that early. If you wait, you're going to get yourself in some serious trouble with like that deep post route. You might get a defender in the area. So my recommendation is just stay off with the flats off the right hand side. If you got a four defensive back look like it is right now, you got all defensive backs all right at the depth of 10 yards each. You just want to stay to the flats because you can get yourself in some trouble trying to force that ball into Richardson. So what happens if your opponent actually goes ahead and does fag coverage? He's not actually trying to, he's just waiting for you to break your coverages down. Really what's going to happen is you might get the running back route. He's going to bounce up the sidelines, so you can wait for that route to develop. You can take off your quarterback too, but yeah, I would probably wait for the running back route. And he should bounce up the sideline right there. So if he's fagging you up, he's not sending anybody after you. Just go ahead and just wait for the running back route. So if the coverage is flat, you got a guy down there, that running back route should go up the sideline. And not able to get rid of that ball, but that's basically what you want to probably do with this particular situation. Is just wait for the running back to. So if the play breaks down, just wait for the running back. He should go right up the sideline. That should be able to pick up some pretty easy yards for you. So once again, to my subscribers, I really appreciate the support. If you like these type of tips and you like these breakdowns, make sure you hit the like button. That way I know these are the type of plays I want. Let me know if you do like me breaking down the different types of coverages, if that's your preference, or if you just want me to do open field concepts where I just say this is where I'm looking to the ball. I'm not even reading the defense. I'm just reading the defense post snap. So once again, thank you for your support, and until next time, guys.